Hello, in the continue video. Today we're going to take a look at some interesting Master League gameplay that got sent to me with Shadow Walrein. I did not really think that this Pokemon going to have any play here, and I still don't know, but we're going to find out here together. I actually have a solid one there as well with 14, 14, 15 IVs, but we're going to have also an interesting team around one other Pokemon that I wanted to give a try, which you're going to see here immediately, the Excadrill. Excadrill having access to the fast move of Mud Slap is going to be quite interesting, doing way more damage, but also still generating a little bit less energy as, for example, last year or like last season, where we're going to still have Mudshot without the nerf. We're going to have a Snarl variant of Zacian, which is great for you because you're not going to get farmed down by this Pokemon at all, as the fast move is going to be resisted. We will see the Hydro Cannon coming through with the Primarina Sace Up, running that waterfall moveset. Actually, I was running this Pokemon as well recently. I'm most likely going to make another video about this Pokemon as well for maybe tomorrow, but we will find out about this tomorrow. Anyway, we're going to see here the Zacian going for close combat. We're going to go for the full farm down, and let's see what's coming in next. It's going to be the Ho-Oh. You could have went for sure for one extra fast move first. That would have helped out quite a bit, but it is going to be quite an interesting one here. Can you still reach the move in time? You're going to swap out, and they swap out into the Xerneas, which I don't really get here. Can you still win this one? You're going to see the close combat coming through. You're going to try to go for the full farm now, which you are going to be able to do. Can you still reach a move? Are they going to one-shot you? I have no idea. We will find out again together. It's not going to be a one-shot. You have to hope that the opponent uses a shield here. If they don't use a shield, there's nothing you can do here anymore. They decide to use a shield for whatever reason, so you can win the battle. They would have easily survived that Icicle Spear, but we're not going to complain about it, and we can move on to the next opponent. I, by the way, did not cut those battles together. That was already pre-cut, so I'm not too sure what's actually going to be in this video at all. We're going to see here the Necrozma in the lead. That's going to be a very favorable lead for you. You want to let the move go through, as you know that Dark Pulse, Outrage, or the Sunseer Strike are all going to be not enough to knock you out. Then in comes Xerneas, a Pokemon that does no fast move damage against you, as the fast move of Geomancy is going to be resisted, giving you quite a lot of play here, as you might want to use a shield, so you let the move go through actually, which going to allow you to go for the full farm down with your Primarina. Primarina is going to be able to go ahead and use a shield here, get a ton of energy, and even against the opponent's other Pokemon that just showcases the steel type of the Necrozma, you're going to be able to go for the for the neutral damage here, for the water damage of Hydro Cannon, which is going to be great. First shield coming up. Second shield to follow here as well, most likely, as they want to try to keep their Pokemon around. And I guess for you, the best play is to actually use a shield and fully farm them down, or let the move go through and hope it's a Dark Pulse. Dark Pulse is going to be great for you. This is going to be lovely, and now you can get basically a shield advantage for your Walrein in the back. And let's see what they have in the back. It's going to be that Dialga. Can Walrein win against Dialga? I think you should be able to. I'm not too sure though if you're gonna survive with enough HP though. So Iron Head is coming through. We're gonna see here, by the way, this is a level 51 Walrein that is a 100% in Shadow, which is ridiculous. But we're gonna see that you are gonna go for another charge move here, and I think you're gonna be able to outspeed them. I think you're gonna be fine against that Necrozma. Let's find out, and it is gonna be enough to get to the Icicle Spear, allowing it to win the battle, which is ridiculous. Walrein is knocking out those steel types. Marshadow got also a bit of an update this season with a Sucker Punch now instead of Counter, which is better for your lead, but a bit tricky to deal with, as you're gonna take a lot of damage from Ice Punch or the close combat from this Pokemon. In comes the Drill Run from you. This is going to do some solid damage as well, which is actually going to connect, and you can go for the full farm down here, even with the swap out into the Primarina. In comes the Ho-Oh. This is a very silly move from the opponent. I don't know why they did this, but this is going to be great for you, as you can now go for these super effective hits here with both fast move as well as the Hydro Cannon that is still going to do quite a lot of damage here. You're going to decide to let the move go through. It's going to be a Brave Bird, very likely. It's a Solar Beam. What is going on here? I have no idea really what is going on here anymore, but let's see what they can still do against that Ho-Oh. We can go ahead and go for one Rock Slide. That is going to be enough to get the final shield from them, as they have, of course, going to use a shield, and now it's down to the Walrein to win this battle. Can Walrein actually do it? I highly doubt it, but maybe Sacred Fire gonna get the debuff as well, and it's gonna be a Palkia in the back, and sadly that is going to be a loss. Palkia just has to go for one Spatial Rent, and that is going to be it for it. As well, with the debuff there's nothing you can do. Maybe critical hits would be actually something interesting for Pokemon Go, because that would maybe even give you a potential win chance in situations like this. But I don't know, like that's going to be something maybe for the future. Anyway, we're going to have Primarina going for Hydro Cannon against the Florges. Florges for sure. A Pokemon I really want to get. I have all the XL Candy, I just don't have a good Florges. I just only have, yeah, very good ones for like PvP for Ultra League and Great League, but I don't have a single one that is getting close to 100%. But Florges for sure, something worth building. It is insanely strong right now. Excadrill can take a hit though, and most likely gonna farm down with one more Mud Step, and that's exactly what they're gonna do here. Going to let the move go through and rely kinda on the Walrein to win the battle. Moonblast coming through here, so you're gonna see the Landorus coming back in. We're gonna do double super effective damage here with the Walrein, using a shield against the Sensia Storm. And in comes not a single Pokemon. That's actually kind of good for you, because with the recent change of the switch timer, this means you're already over half of the way through there. And as the opponent decides to use another charge move here, you're going to be able to align yourself, guaranteed. But also you're going to get a ton of energy, and you can clear your debuff later on, which might be the way to go anyway. Icicle Spear coming through, and in the back it's going to be the Yveltal lurking. You're going to go into your Excadrill, which is a bit of a risky move, especially like this, because they can go for the full farm down. That was way too risky in my opinion for you, because now they are going to be able to go for a charge move here as well. And you just have to hope that they don't have another one stored in time. But I think even that Oblivion Wing is not enough. Actually, an Icicle Spear is going to be able to come through, and Walrein is doing it again. It's always going to be able to win those battles here, apparently. Next opponent going to have a Dialga here. That's going to be perfect for you as they swap out into their own Necrozma. This form is quite rare nowadays. Like, you barely really see anybody using this Necrozma form. I actually used recently in a video, but I have not really seen anyone against myself at least using this Pokemon anymore here. Bit tricky to play right now. Like, this Necrozma form is just a bit too weak to the Dark type Pokemon that are very, very good right now, like the Yveltal. So, yeah, it does make sense that this kind of disappeared a bit. It's, by the way, still the best rated attacker. It's the best rated attacker, just period. If, basically, this Pokemon has the Ghost type Weather Boost as well, you basically are the best attacker for nearly any type, which is quite ridiculous. So, Necrozma in this form, still worth it, but not for PvP really right now. As we will see here, you staying in with your Primarina, which is an interesting play. You can still go for Disarming Voice, which I like, but also Excadrill, I guess, gonna be able to take a hit, and you can go into your Walrein, get one free fast move in, and see where the journey is gonna bring you, because you still have a shield, you have energy advantage then, you're gonna knock out the opponent, and you know that one more of the Pokemon is going to be very good for you, but here this is going to be perfect for you as well. You're gonna use a shield. There is no way that the opponent is going to be able to reach a Stone Edge in time as well, and they decide to forfeit. Primarina in the back, in the lead here, of course. And lead is going to depend on what fast move you have, and it's going to be Charm, which is going to be a great matchup for you now. If it's Waterfall, it's a bit more trickier for your team, for the entire team to be fair. And so, the Duron is coming through, is gonna get the shield, and we're gonna try our best. We're gonna use the shield here as well for the Disarming Voice. Let's see what this player is gonna do next. It's gonna be the full farm down. Oh, you can actually go for the full farm down. I would have not even risked it, but like that was crazy. They swap out, and this is perfect for you. Look at this. You're gonna be able to get out the Nihilego, you can still go for another charge move that's super effective against them. They decide to use a shield. You can go for a drill run afterwards. I don't know if they have two charge moves stored at this point, but this is looking perfect for you. Power Gem, I think you're gonna be fine. I think you can just go for a charge move here as well. I don't think the extra fast move was really needed, but let's take a look at this. We're going to be able to go ahead and go for another drill run against the opponent's Palkia. Now it's down to the Walrein to win this battle, but you have a shield advantage. I think one Earthquake would be enough, and they decide to just forfeit here. Xerneas is next. It's going to be, again, a very decent lead for you, but it's also still not a clear victory because the opponent has access to the move Close Combat. Close Combat, doing super effective damage, not ideal, but Drill Run is going to get shielded. That is a weird one. And you try to catch the move here on the Primarina, which I respect, but it did not work out. And so Moonblast is coming through, doing a ton of damage, and the opponent is going to be able to reach another one at a CMP tie, where you could use a shield here as well if you want to, which you do against a Close Combat, knock out the Xerneas, and you can align yourself. Aligning is really, really good for you as well here, but the opponent actually decides to use a shield and swaps onto the Yveltal. I did not expect this at all. That doesn't really make any sense at all. You don't get the move off though, which is quite awkward for you, as now it's down to the Walrein. Can Walrein do it for you? You're gonna use a shield here very likely. You're not gonna use a shield. Why did they go for Dark Pulse, not Oblivion Wing? Oblivion Wing is just Dark Pulse on crack. I don't really know what's going on here, but we're gonna see the full farm down nearly, as you're gonna sacrifice your Walrein. The Walrus is gonna go down and you're gonna be able to go back into your Excadrill, which is gonna go for that full farm down. And let's see what is coming in next. It's going to be again that Xerneas. You have to go for a charge move, but no, you decided to rather go for the full farm down here. Take the energy, take down the Xerneas, and go for the double drill run against the Rhyperion. This is a victory for you. That was a great play. That was a fantastic play here, as you are going to be able to win the battle with one more drill run. And we can now move on to the next opponent, as that Xerneas has nowhere to go. Next opponent coming through, we're going to have the Dialga form in the lead here. Dialga with Dragon Breath coming through. This is going to be an interesting matchup for sure, as we will see the opponent going for one more charge move. Use a shield. It's going to be the Iron Head. And you're going to, of course, now go for a charge move against the Yveltal. It's going to be a Rock Slide coming through. Rock Slide are barely not going to do any damage, even though it's super effective. That is so kind of crazy on how this all changed. You should have maybe went straight away into your Walrein, which would have been able to outspeed the opponent for sure, as it generates energy faster, and also Essica Spear needs a bit less energy anyway. Do you actually still remember all those times back in the day where Walrein was the most overpowered Pokemon ever? I kind of feel like Walrein could deserve a bit of a buff again. I feel like Icicle Spear could maybe do a bit more damage. I feel like this would be kind of nice for it. But anyway, we're gonna see the swap out here now into the Xerneas, and that's gonna be quite tricky to deal with because this Pokemon has access to close combat. You are gonna go ahead and go for a drill run here. What is the best play here? I would mostly let the move go through, which they do as well here. It's going to be the Moonblast, which is even better for you because it takes more energy. And I would go into the Walrein and try maybe to catch a move eventually. You cannot catch a move straight away, but you can use a shield here. It might be a close combat. It is going to be a close combat. Now you have to hope that they're swapping out, which they do. They can go for the Icicle Spear, and it's not going to knock them out at all, but it might get them low enough that they don't use a shield. But no, they actually do decide to use a shield. You try to catch a move, it does actually not work out, but you have the option to go for the Hydro Cannon and knock them out with a one more fast move. I think you can survive on close combat. Let's find out here. You can with 1 HP in a dream. Next opponent, we're going to have a lovely lead. That's actually a perfect lead. The opponent has to swap out. Oh yeah, they're staying in. Look at the damage output, and you're actually even going to be able to catch that Magma Storm. Smart play by you, as you even get the free fast move in there as well with the Primarina. But in comes a Pokemon that completely retaliates you here with the Tapu Bulu. I guess you have super effective coverage with your Walrein against this Pokemon. Otherwise, it can be a core breaker. Tapu Bulu right now a very strong Pokemon, as a lot of things are currently around water and ground type Pokemon for this meta. And also Dark type Pokemon and Dragon type Pokemon, and all of them are kind of going down to Tapu Bulu. So yeah, Tapu Bulu for sure something worth running right now. We will see the shield coming up. Could be a Solar Beam, could be a Grass Knot, could be a Nature's Madness. It's going to be the Grass Knot, and we will see the Heatran coming back in. You can fully farm them down in time. And now it's Tapu Bulu against that Excadrill very likely. Let's find out. It is, and you're gonna go for the full farm down as well here, which I didn't think you would be able to do, but now you have a ton of energy, and what is lurking in the back? It is going to be the Dragonite, and you have an Ice type Pokemon. You have Rock type coverage. They're gonna let the move go through most likely here. They do. Great play by the opponent, but does it already help them? You're still going to have your Walrein there in the back. This is gonna kind of get the switch clock down. We can see another Icicle Spear coming through. It is madness how much you can spam those moves here, and this is going to be a good game for the opponent. There's nothing they can do about it. They are going to be able to outspeed them, and that is going to be it for this battle. And we can move on now to the final battle of this video. At least I hope it's like, I think it's the final battle, because it's like 1 minute and 20 seconds left of the video, so very likely going to be the final battle. We're gonna have here the Tapu Bulu against us. We're gonna see the shields not coming up from you. Grass Knot is not going to be enough to knock you out, and I guess you can play it out. Rock Slide, I actually wonder if Rock Slide still does more damage than Drill Run. I know Drill Run is resisted and Rock Slide is neutral, but Rock Slide got nerfed and Drill Run is a strong move and stab move, and Rock Slide isn't. So I'm actually kind of curious on how much of a difference there is. I still think Rock Slide is the correct move to go for, but I think it's like only like 2 or 3 damage or whatever difference there. We're going to see the Ho coming in, which is kind of okay for you. You have water type coverage there anyway, but yeah, we're going to see the opponent going for a charge move here. I'm gonna check on the side real quick if PvPoke would load, which it doesn't. What would be better, but maybe someone can tell me in the comment section if it doesn't load. But yeah, anyway, this is definitely going to be a solid matchup for you. You're gonna get the shield from the opponent. You might even want to let the move go through. I do agree with that. I think that's the right call here. And we will see as well the opponent now having Annihiligo in the back. You have Earthquake though, and this is going to be a one-shot. Great for you that this is going to be able to knock them out. Great coverage from the Walrein. It's going to be a one-shot for sure. Now Ho is coming back in here. We're gonna see the full farm down. This works out as well, and you are going to be able to now go for another hit here against the Tapu Bulu. And this is going to be it for this video as well. This is going to be definitely an interesting Pokemon here to build the Walrein. For sure, a very cool Pokemon to run, and also for the people who want to know the drill run thing summary there, Rockslide does 4 more damage, which I said as well, kind of like this in the range, but it's very, very close now. Drill run is such a better move than Rockslide. But anyway, that's going to be it for this video. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, feel free to leave a like, and I'll see you then.